Head forward from Auburn, number 34, Charles Barkley. Officials for tonight's game are MC Rush, Steve County, and Nolan Fong.
And there is Paul Westphal, man who finally got a shot as a head coach, and it has all gone so well. He was tabbed as Cotton Fitzsimmons' successor for years. He was a Suns assistant over the years, and he is now the head man. And obviously, things have worked out very well for Paul Westphal. The Phoenix Suns, though, are 28-4 here at home, and the 4 losses have been at the hands of Eastern Conference teams. Earlier, Charles Barkley was asked why the problems with the East.
That just proves what I think about all the press and morons. I don't understand why teams are concentrating on the East. We haven't won the West yet. That just confirms what I've already knew. Most of the media are nitwits. I'm not even concerned about the East Coast until if we get to the championship series. The opposite, these people haven't heard of the Seattle Supersonics, the Houston Rockets, and the San Antonio Spurs, and the Portland Trail Blazers. We haven't. Let's don't worry about the East yet. Let's worry about the West.
Well, John, Charles often makes sense with his varied opinions, but when he starts firing away at the media, as he will do from time to time, it means he doesn't have the answer. It's the easy shot.
No, but he always does have an answer, Marv, and that describes Charles.
It'll be Mark West and Patrick Ewing, and the Knicks control the opening tip.
Well, this beautiful arena is filled with very partisan fans, as you might expect. Charles Smith opens things up for the Knicks, and that's what the Knicks have to do to silence this very noisy place. The Knicks have got to start early, as they did in Cleveland and against San Antonio.
Kevin Johnson setting up against Doc Rivers. And Mark West goes inside. He draws the foul. The basket count and the foul. Now that is the plan of the Phoenix Suns. Mark West, usually not a player looks to go to the offense, in particular early, but they would like to get Patrick Ewing in foul trouble.
Oh, good job by Mark getting Patrick to go off his feet. Mark West averages under 6 points a game, so Ewing shouldn't buy those head fakes next time.
The Knicks and the Suns are tied at 2.
Well, Barkley's got to be kept busy by Charles Oakley on offense. You can see Barkley laying him off him right away.
And here's Smith. Draws the foul. Cedric Ceballos called for the foul. He has been the starter in the absence of Richard Dumas, the outstanding rookie who is sidelined with a sprained left ankle. He's missed the last 9 games. There is Dumas. And the word is he'll be out at least another week.
The budding star in the NBA has landed in a big way with the Phoenix Suns. Ceballos has done a terrific job, but he is 6'6". This is one of the smaller starting frontline forwards in the NBA, maybe the smallest. Barkley at 6'5", Ceballos at 6'6". Charles Smith has got to stay out of foul trouble. He can have a party tonight.
And as we mentioned on Knicks game night, Greg Anthony remains sidelined by the sprained ankle. He is being called day to day. So Doc Rivers drawing the start once again at point guard. He's matched with Kevin Johnson. Oakley jumps out on a switch. Marley, played by Starks.
Notice how tightly Starks is on Marley. The Knicks know about that three-point shooting.
Marley fires with the shot clock running down. And here's Starks for 3. Rebounded by Barkley.
Bob, I feel this is one of those arenas where the vision is tough for a team that's not used to it. See all those white shirts?
Oh, it counts! And the foul! Charles Barkley with the fling. He was just looking to get the call, a foul in the act, and it went in.
That is the strength of Charles Barkley on display.
And now Barkley completes the three-point play. Charles coming off a strong game of the loss to Indiana on Sunday. 46 minutes, 14 of 27. High man with 38 points. Ewing works his way in. Rebound Oakley. Oakley with the putback. And last touch by West.
Charles can't extend high to the basket, and he feels the strength and jumping ability of Barkley behind him, so he was a little fearful on that follow-up.
Suns 5, the Knicks 4. Rivers for 3. Kept alive by Rivers. Pat Riley says regroup. Ewing sets the pick. Ewing, yes. The Knicks 6, the Suns 5.
West doesn't want to come out and have Ewing drive around him, so he played it safe, and Patrick's got that jump shot on target these days.
Phoenix Suns, over the last 4 games, have won 2, and they have lost 2. Here's the post-up move by Barkley.
How about Ewing came over to double team, and it didn't mean anything with that slick move that Charles executed.
Following the loss to Indiana, it was pointed out as Ewing puts the move on and draws the foul. It's on West. It was pointed out that the Phoenix Suns were looking ahead to the New York Knicks. They were not paying attention to the fact that the Indiana Pacers were in town. And I talked about it earlier with Paul Westphal. He says he doesn't want to take anything away from the Pacer effort, but yes, there was that possibility. And someone said the Suns were actually looking at tapes of the Knicks even prior to the game against Indiana.
Yes, the Indiana team was staying in our hotel, and the coaching staff was elaborating on that point. Bob Hill, the head coach of Indiana, was a little insulted feeling that way, but he was sure happy at the outcome of that game. Meanwhile, Paul Westphal, it was a story in today's paper, put his team through over a 2-hour practice as a result. I mean, that's big news here. A 2-hour practice is nothing for the Knicks.
Well, in particular on a game day, and yesterday it was supposed to be an optional practice as West gets inside, and instead Westphal called a regular practice. Here's Starks challenging Barkley. Oh, what extension by John Starks to give the Knicks a 3-point lead.
And you know John wanted to dunk it, but he wisely concentrated on the shot execution.
Phoenix Suns very aware of how the Knicks have been able to jump out on their opponents the last 2 games. Cedric Ceballos cuts it to a 1-point lead. You look back last Thursday in Cleveland, the Knicks with that impressive victory, and they got off to the big lead early. Rivers on the recovery, sets up Ewing. Another open jump shot for Ewing. The Knicks lead by 3.
What a play by Rivers, getting that loose ball after Charles Smith bounced it off his foot. What a play.
And this past Sunday, in the game against San Antonio, the Knicks wiped out the Spurs in the early going. The rejection by Ewing, stopping West. Here's Ceballos. 12-11. Knicks with the lead. John Starks went backcourt, front court, then went back. According to the official, Nolan Fine, and John dramatically tried to illustrate what he felt he did, but it is a violation. The officials are Nolan Fine, Steve Jaffe, and Ed T. Rush. 4 minutes gone by in the first quarter. The Knicks with a 1-point lead. Here is Barkley. Rebounded by Ceballos. And he hits again. 6 points on 3 out of 3 from the field for Cedric Ceballos.
Ceballos is leaving Charles Smith in the dust. His quickness is winning. He's effective inside at 6'6". That should not be happening against the Knicks.
Oh, pretty move by Rivers. Doc Rivers, like John Starks, playing with a broken nose. Here's Kevin Johnson, rebounded by Patrick Ewing. The Knicks 14, the Suns 13. Starks for Oakley, yes. And the Knicks with a 16-13 lead.
Sensational movement of the ball. They're advancing it up court. Oakley got there, and he's got to show that jump shot to Barkley, and he is.
Barkley backing Oakley. Rivers over to help. Nice pass, Ceballos from Johnson. And the Knicks lead by 1.
Well, Charles Smith had every right to look over at Pat Riley after that move, because he's going to start thinking he's going to be on the bench if he doesn't pay closer attention to Ceballos.
Cedric is now 4 out of 4 for 8 points. He's been the starter in the absence of the injured Richard Dumas. Rivers for Smith. Another open shot. Smith could not convert. Oakley missed the putback. He thought he was fouled. And here comes Barkley, accelerating, and draws the foul. Basket won't count. Timeout being called by Phoenix. Foul was called on Charles Smith.
Wade Boggs, Don Mattingly, two of baseball's most prolific hitters. Yankees baseball on MSG Network, the best in the game.
In basketball, power moves help your team. Now they can help the environment. PSE&G has created a series of energy-saving steps for homes and businesses. They're called power moves, innovative moves you can make to use less energy, and that helps the environment. Energy conservation takes teamwork, and now there's a game plan we all can follow. To learn more about power moves, call 1-800-854-4444.
Any automobile dealer can give you a price on a new car or truck. At Book Chevrolet Geo Buick, we give you not only a great price, but great service, too. Not just good or average service, but award-winning service on trucks like the new 93 Chevy Blazer with four-wheel drive, four-wheel anti-lock brakes for only $279 a month. Or new 93 Chevy Cavalier with automatic transmission, air conditioning, and anti-lock brakes for only $169 a month. Great prices and great service. Book Chevrolet Geo in Buick, now at one location in Nutley, where customer satisfaction is standard equipment.
Now that the economy is looking up, maybe it's time for you to look down at the way the floor store at Rickle can give your home a whole new look. At the guaranteed lowest prices, the floor store has styles you want, colors you need, prices you love, and you get a written warranty for up to 10 years. This week, save up to 50% on top brand carpet, self-stick tile, beautiful carpet remnants, no wax flooring, and area rugs, all on sale. So what are you waiting for? Visit the floor store at Rickle. We make floor covering easy.
Well, this is the thorn in the side of the Knicks right now. Cedric Ceballos, the last 9 games, 20 points plus per game, filling in for Richard Dumas, the second leading scorer on this team at 17. What a job. Ceballos on the move. Look at Kevin Johnson. Pass that ball to Ceballos on the move. No attention being paid to this guy. Dumas, by the way, was shooting, look at this, 4 for 4 for Ceballos right now. Dumas was shooting 53%. Ceballos comes in for him the last 9 games, and he's even picked it up further.
Ceballos is not a great shooter, but he is so good on transition, and he can leap. Charles Barkley to the free throw line, a 75% shooter at the line. He's averaging, as you see, 25.5 per game. That's number 5 in the NBA among the leaders in rebounds at 12.5 per game. The Suns 17, the Knicks 16 with 6.5 to go in this first quarter. The Knicks with a road record of 15-14. They have won 8 of the last 11 on the road. They are gunning for their 10th straight win. They've won 20 of the last 23. Doc Rivers trying the 3, comes right back to him, and he's fouled by Marley.
The strategy is clear. As soon as Ewing gets the ball, the NBA Player of the Week is going to be double and triple teamed. He must respond quickly. Also, it wouldn't be bad to fake the pass into Ewing, get the defense to double team, and then find open people. See if they're going to overreact. They seem to be very quick to react to Ewing.
Non-shooting foul, so the Knicks get the new 24. Starks guarded by Ceballos. Ewing.
Good move by him. He reacted quickly, got a good shot.
Here's Barkley splitting through, giving it up to Marley. That's a 3-point attempt. The Suns have not been shooting the 3 effectively recently. 3-on-1, and Rivers puts it down. Rivers from Starks, and the Knicks lead 18-17.
Doc Rivers said after the game the other day in New York and explained the Knicks' success of late, he said, we have confidence in each other. That pass back from Starks demonstrates it.
Mark West out for Dan Marley. And here's West, rejected by Ewing.
Is he a shooter all of a sudden? Like those 2 blocks are going to discourage Mark West.
Well, he's trying to get Ewing in the early foul trouble. Ewing thought he had an opening with Oakley. And it will be back to New York ball. Once again, the Suns try to get Cedric Ceballos on the transition. He can run all night Although he is indicating my fault, being very kind. That pass